despite the tough economic environment that we've seen on a global level, the local truck market continues to enjoy some good growth for the past few years. What would you say are some of the key drivers?
I think the main growth has definitely been in the heavy duty or extra heavy commercial vehicles in South Africa. And the main reason for that is the different transportation modes that have changed quite dramatically over the last couple of years. So, for example, we've seen quite a big demise in the rail infrastructure, and that has created a lot of pressure for companies who are in the logistics industry to move components to road. So what has happened since post-COVID, let's say there was the initial recovery from COVID, but with the other infrastructure not supporting us being able to move either importing or exporting of commodities and goods in South Africa, the road transport sector has had some tremendous benefits. Let's call that on the bulk transport side or commodity side of things. However, when we look at the relationship between, let's call it heavy commercial vehicles or medium duty vehicles, there we've seen a bit of a decline over the last 2 years. We expected it maybe in 2023 to flatten out, but it actually didn't. It remained under pressure. It ended up 8% down. However, that is more in line with the actual basic economic conditions that we've seen in South Africa. So when it comes to getting the bulk in or out of South Africa, but once we got to distribute that bulk, there's quite a bit of pressure on those segments. Hence, we're saying that going into next year, all the truck market segments would be reasonably flat.
Yeah, one of the key trends that you spoke about today was, the big focus on TCO, on total cost of ownership. Just let us know a little bit, what are you doing in that regard as UD Trucks?
Well, what we from UD Trucks have realized is that it's not just about, when one talks about originally about total cost of ownership, it was about the truck. It has become more about what kind of support can we give to lower the costs of the operations for the logistics companies. In other words, when we look at the fixed costs or the variable costs, it's become quite critical to support customers with a total transport solution. So when we look at things like on the fixed cost side, we've got UD Finance in place now, where we can support them with good rates, etc., to make sure that they're not paying too much in terms of interest, etc. When we look at the variable side, we can see that of the total operating costs of the vehicle today, the fuel bill, especially with the price of fuel, and if we take some of the results we presented today at 67% at the time when the diesel price was so extremely high, it's very critical that we see what can we do to support customers. Hence, in our systems within UD Connected Services, we have fuel coaching. We can, with my fleet, the app for that, we can manage the fuel usage of the vehicle. We can inform customers exactly in a live situation if the driver is driving the vehicle in a good way, and support them with all of those. So it's no longer just about the selling of the truck, the hardware, but what is the software we can also then provide for that total cost of ownership to be reduced.
Yeah. And that said, what is your outlook of the truck market in 2024?
In 2024, I believe that the market is going to be reasonably flat. I think we've seen the growth and the replacement cycles to get the amount of trucks available, and in a reasonably, let's call it good life condition of the heavy or the extra heavy commercial vehicles, the heavy duty ones, and that market will be flat. In 2024, medium duty, I think, will not make great strides from where it ended in 2023, and also remain flat. And then also a similar situation for light duty. But I think once we go past 2024, I think then we're going to start seeing a little bit more of the normalized growth levels that we've seen in the past, let's say between 3 to 6% growth going forward.
Thank you, Rory.
Thank you very much.